I'm Laura Wall, and I am honored to have Emily Ackland, an energy worker, here with us today. And Emily is one of our new Hearts of Healing Center healing guides. Emily, welcome. Please tell everyone a little bit about the services that you're going to be offering.
Absolutely. Thank you, Laura. I'm so excited and honored to, be working with Hearts of Healing. The two services that I am very interested in offering are one, space clearing. So basically, clearing energy of any space that needs to be cleared and lightened up. And then also, if anyone's interested in hosting a class, I would be happy to teach other people how to clear their own spaces.
Oh, fun. Now, tell them a little bit about how you do what you do. So, like, do we do this through Zoom? Do I need to provide some, do I need to go out and buy some things? How do you help your clients clear their space?
Absolutely. So, typically I like to go to someone's space in person, but I have done virtual space clearings and we could use Zoom. I don't even have to see the space, but I really do prefer to be more hands-on. I like to just be present if possible. So what that all entails is, obviously I go to the space and I have a little toolkit I carry around. Inside that toolkit are candles. I also carry my rattles. I have smudge sticks. So I like to use Palo Santo, but I could use sage. What else? That's mostly it. I mean, is anything to help me focus my intention, and then also change the energy, change the vibration of that energy so that it's lighter.
Very cool. So I'd love for you to tell me a little bit, like, why do you do this work? Like, why do you go to people's homes, or even broader, what is, the work that you do? Why are you so passionate about it?
Oh, okay. I love the question because I like to tell kind of the story and how I got started in all of this. So, a long time ago, I would say 10 years ago, maybe, I started taking a Reiki class from a close friend of mine, not knowing what Reiki was. I just was like, sure, I'll take the class. So I ended up taking Reiki 2. And just prior to me taking that class, my house was broken into. And when you have someone who doesn't belong in your home come into your home, you can sometimes feel a shift of energy, and I could feel it. There was a room in my home that I loved, and I all of a sudden stopped liking it. I was like, what is going on in that room? So I asked my Reiki master, I said, can you use Reiki to clear spaces? And she said, oh, absolutely. So I went back to my house and I cleared that room using Reiki and smudging. And all of a sudden, I was like floating, not literally, but just in my mind's eye, floating in the air, watching a man carry my backpack out of that room. And I didn't know what I was watching at that moment, but I saw a dark thing jump off of this man. And so the man walked out of the room and this dark thing was there. And I kind of came back to, and I did the whole process again with the intention of clearing that dark space out of there. And I knew, after that, after I had done that space felt lighter, and I was kind of, going, what just happened to me? What just happened? So I went back to my Reiki master and I told her the story, and she said, oh, well, Emily, you really should start looking into shamanism. So I like to consider Reiki as kind of this gateway to energy work, because, for me, Reiki, it just opened my eyes to other things. And so now I've been practicing shamanism for about 5 years, I'd say 5-6 years. And it's helped me with space clearing. So to go back to my story, after that happened, I was just so energized by my ability to clear spaces that I started working with my friend who at the time was the director of Habitat for Humanity. And so before they would turn the keys over to people who were getting new homes, I would go in and clear spaces. And it's amazing because those homes, as they're being built, there's tons of people that come in and out, contractors, volunteers, and they all have energy, right? So I I would visualize, I could see, I could move, I could clear, and it was really good practice. So, and that of course was, volunteering. So anyway, kind of full circle. I've been practicing clearing spaces and would love to give my time and my practice to Hearts of Healing.
Cool. Well, you kind of touched on a little bit when you said, like your home had been broken into, but when you're talking about, or these new homes that are being built, but what other kind of people come to you? Like who might be a great candidate, so to speak, for energy clearing in their home or
Yeah.
RV or their office or wherever, any space really, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I've cleared RVs, I've cleared offices. Everyone is a good candidate for space clearing. And that's also why I want to teach people, because, anyone can do this. They might not, go through all the training that I've gone through, but there are small things that people can do to help keep their space cleared. So, if you're buying a new home, if you're trying to sell your home, if you have land that, maybe feels a little weird. I mean, there's just a number of things, but I think people who can feel energy and can sense something that they're not sure what it is, have someone come in and clear their space. I mean, because usually I can help pinpoint what it is. And, the shaman part of it is there are other entities out there that might be hanging out. And, usually with what I do, I can communicate or help move things along if necessary. So, yeah, again, even people that, went through a divorce or had a bad argument. I mean, because everything we do has energy with it. So, anything that, like what I clear mostly is residual energy. Okay. So, like that, my example of seeing that man walk out of my home, that was a residual scene of energy that was left there. And that's why I could pick up on it. So, again, if if you have any big scene that happened in your home that you don't want that remnant energy there, clear it out.
I kind of think of it like smoking. Like even if the smoker has left the room, we
Yes.
may smell it in the carpet or smell it in the curtains, but this is energy. And so there's some of it hanging about still, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what kind of things could people expect after you've done your room or space clearing? How does it change for them, or maybe
Sure.
a story of what's happened?
Yeah, I mean, usually people say it feels lighter, right? Because the heavier energy that I'm trying to move out with my intention, has been lifted and is gone. So space feels lighter. They don't have that weird feeling anymore. Um, if there's an entity there that I can move along, then the weird things stop happening. Um, yeah, I mean, it really depends on the situation, but most people have said, wow, it feels a lot better. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Emily. Again, this is Emily Ackland. She is an energy worker and she is one of our amazing healing guides at Hearts of Healing.
Thank you, Laura.